everyone. I'm Vashura. Today we are discussing about class 11 physics chapter number 4. In this chapter we will discussing about the topic of unit factors, and then due to the our textbooks topics related textbooks related we are discussing about that. So first of all you have seen this our today's topic are there. Now see here, let A and B any two non-zero vectors in a plane with different directions. Let A and B another vector in the same plane. A can be accessed in sum of two vectors, one obtained by multiplying A by a real number and other obtained by multiplying a B by another real number. To see, let O and P be the tail and head of the vector A. See here, let O and P, it is the tail and head to the vectors. So see this over to the vectors. We then draw a straight line parallel to A and throw the P and straight line parallel to B. Let them intersect at Q, and then we have A, it is equals to OP. This is our OP. OP it is equals to OP it is equals to OQ plus QP. What is that? OP it is equals to OQ plus OQP. But since OQ is parallel to OQ is parallel to A. This is our A, small a. So AQ is parallel to A and OQP is parallel to B. We can write the OQ is equals to lambda into A. See here it is lambda into A, and the QP it is equals to mu into B. So where lambda and mu are the real numbers. So therefore the A it is equals to lambda into A plus mu into B are there. So two non-collinear vectors A and B is the resolving the vector A in terms of vectors, and we say that A has been resolved in two component vectors lambda A and mu B along A and B respectively. Using this method, one can resolve a given vector into two component vector along a set of two vectors. All three lies in the same plane. It is convenient to resolve a general vectors along the axis of the rectangular coordinate system using a vector of unit magnitude. These are called the unit vector that we discuss now. A unit vector is a vector of unit magnitude and point in the particular direction. It has a no dimension and unit. It is used to specify a directions only. Unit vectors along x-axis, x, y, and z. Its axis rectangular coordinate systems are denoted by I, j, and k cap respectively, as shown in figure. So we have already known of these things. So I cap, j cap, and k cap it is equals to 1. These vectors are perpendicular to each other. In this text, there are the denoted by the bold face with the cap. So to distinguish them, the A into and cap is by a scalar. The resultant is vectors. Okay. If you multiply unit vector, say n cap by a scalar multiply, so it is a resultant is vector. So lambda into lambda n is general. A can be written as A into n cap, where n is the unit vector along a. Now see here there are the A, I, J, and K are there. So I let head is perpendicular to coordinate axis in figure 4.9b. Okay. So see here the coordinate axis A1 plus A2 it is equals to A, since A1 is parallel to I and A2 is parallel to J. So A1 is equals to AX I cap plus A2 AX I cap plus and A2 is equals to AY J cap, where AX and AY are the real number. So the AX I cap plus AY J cap. So this is represented in figure C. See here this is our represented figure. It is AY J cap plus AX I cap. Now also this is the it is a now AX I cap is vector and AY J cap is using simple trigonometry. We can express AX and AY in terms of magnitude of A, and the angle theta is makes the with x axis. So AX it is also A cos sin theta, A cos theta, and AY it is equals to A sin theta. It is a clear form equation. It is a due to the Pythagoras theorem. Okay, hypotenuse upon adjacent due to the hypotenuse upon adjacent we already have discussed in the previous lectures. So as is clear from the component of the vector can be positive, negative or zero depending on the value of theta. Now we have two ways of specify vector in plane. It can be specified by its magnitude a and the direction of theta it's made with the axis or its component ax and ay. If a and theta are given, then ax and ay can be obtained using equations. So ax and ay are given, a and theta can be obtained from as follows. So a square ax square plus ay square it is equals to a square cos square theta plus a square sin square theta is equals to a square. So a it is equals to under root a x square plus ay square, and also the tan theta it is equals to ay upon ax. So theta inverse theta is equals to tan inverse ay by ax are there. So see here, so far we considers vectors laying in a xy plane. The same procedure can be used to resolve general vector A into three components along x, y and z axis in three dimensions if alpha, beta and gamma are the angle between A and x, y, A and the x, y and z respectively. So see here, this is our A. So ax is equals to a cos alpha, ay is equals to a cos beta, az is equals to a cos gamma are there. Okay, so we in general we have value is that a is equals to ax I cap plus ay j cap plus az k cap. So it is equals to ax the magnitude of vector a it is equals to under root a is equals to under root ax square plus ay square plus az square. So position vector a r can be expressed as r it is equals to x I cap plus y j cap plus z cap z z k cap. So where x y and z are the component of r along x y and z axis respectively. Now vector additions and analytic methods. So see here also the graphical method of adding vectors. Also the graphical method of adding vectors help us the visualizing the vector and the resultant vector. It is a sometimes tedious and has a limited accuracy. It is much easier to add vector by combining the respectively component. Consider two vectors a and b x y plane with the component ax ay and bx by. So a is equals to ax I cap plus by ay j cap. So see here now since that the b is equals to bx I cap plus by z cap. Now let r be the sum of we have a r it is equals to a plus b. So a is equals to ax I cap plus ay j cap. It is plus bx I cap plus by cap. Then addition of the x component and y component. On that time, what we will get r is equals to ax plus bx I cap plus ay plus by j cap. So it is equals to ax plus bx it is equals to r. So we are putting that the r it is equals to rx I cap plus ry j cap. Now we have see that the Rx is equals to Ax plus Bx and Ry is equals to Ay plus By. Thus the each component of the resultant vector R is the sum of the corresponding component of A and B. So in the three dimensions we have A it is equals to Ax I cap plus Ay j cap plus Az k cap. So B and B it is equals to Bx I cap plus By j cap and Bz k cap. So resultant vectors are there. R it is equals to A plus B, so it is equals to Rx I cap plus Ry j cap plus Rz k cap. So it is with now. So Rx is equals to Rx plus Ax. Rx is equals is it it is equals to Ax plus Bx. Ry it is equals to Ay plus By and Rz is equals to Az plus Bz. So this method is can be extended to the additions and the subtractions of any number of vector. For example, if vector a, b and c are there, so given examples are there ax I cap plus ay j cap plus az k cap, and also on the time a bx I cap plus by j cap plus bz k cap, and c is equals to ax I cap plus cy j cap plus z k cap. So then our vector t is equals to a plus b minus c has component is that a tx it is equals to ax plus bx minus cx. Also ty it is equals to ay plus by minus cy, and tdz is equals to az plus bz minus cz are there. So this is our vector additions analytic methods are there. So if any kind of problems and if you got any kind of doubt in these lectures, then guys comment in the comment box. Okay guys, thank you guys, thank you so much.